Or what am I doing?
It's the intro, Diego.
Say hi.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Cast Up Pods. I'm one of your hosts, Diego, and once more we have Luis and Wally joining me again. Say hi.
I tried to take over, but I failed. Hi.
Hello. I don't care who does the intro. I just care that it gets done.
So today, before the coup happened, we were told that Luis told me that we were going to be doing a topic because that's what you do when you talk on podcasts. So
Yeah, you have a topic.
So what's the topic? I already forgot.
Ownership of game.
Jesus
We
Christ.
literally just said it a minute ago.
I forgot.
It's been a minute.
I have very bad memory. I
Do
can't
you-
say I have short-term
do you
memory
own-
loss because I have not been diagnosed, but
Do you own video games?
yes.
The ownership of video games,
Okay.
Diego. That.
Okay.
Right? Owning games in different mediums and different types of ownership. That's
Interesting.
holy shit.
Okay.
It's literally in the chat.
Oh yeah.
I'll ask this. What do you guys prefer, physical or digital?
I like physical.
Like, since these are the two main ones.
Physical.
Why physical?
Because I like just having the game in my hands. And like the art, I've always been a sucker for like the art of the game, how it looks, even if it's not just basic, just being able to be like, wow, I have this game right here. And I just like to have like a collection of all my games, even though it's not that many. It's like, those are my games. I get to just display them how I want it. And boom. I could have said more, but I don't want to take too much time with that. Just why.
Well, I'm more utilitarian, so I don't really care where the game is. So, I prefer digital, but I prefer digital with complete ownership of it. Just like, there's no... It's basically digital, but having all the rights of having it physical. It's not like, oh, well, you're not subscribed to the Doobly-Bab anymore. And this was a free game that you got for that, so you can't have it now. Even though we said it was free, so you don't own this game. So go.
Oh, so like
fuck
PS Plus
yourself.
games.
Yes. Just like
Yeah.
getting the game completely is the best for me. So for that, I prefer digital. But since a lot of games don't do that, physical will be my least. My preferred form of ownership, but my least favorite medium to do so.
Yes.
That's fair. I'm on the same boat because like I'm one lazy motherfucker, and I don't want to get up, take out all of my games, take the game out, swap the games, go back to the couch, and then play the game. I would like to just exit the game, boot up new one. That's it. As simple as that.
Done.
Digital for me. Yeah.
But one of the things that I really don't like about games now, especially when you get it digitally, is that you need to sign like a terms of service. Just like, hey, do you agree that this is a game that you can't sell? And I'm like, yeah, okay. Here's 74 other pages that you're not gonna read, dude.
Because legal.
I bought Dark Souls 3 on Steam,
Yeah.
and the contract for Dark Souls 3 is so goddamn long, and you have to scroll through all of it. It will not let you accept unless you scroll through all of it, and just scrolling down non-stop takes like 2.5 minutes. I'm like, who would read this? I already bought Dark Souls. What do you want me to do?
Yeah. No, I mean, there are a lot of, like, for me, I feel very, very odd with, like, because I had, like, a PS3 and I had, I was console boy before my gaming laptop. So there are a lot of games, such as the old Call of Duty.
Look how you paused so long for that.
Yeah, no, I had a brain fart. Such as like old CODs, like Black Ops is my favorite. So, like, I already have the game on my PS3, and one of the copies the copy got ruined, so I bought it again on the PS3, and now I want to play it on my laptop because I don't have my PS3. So I fucking end up buying it for the third time.
I mean, you're gonna have to buy it for the second, at least twice, because you have to get it on a different console. It's just like, yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, I'm somewhat sort of tempted to just like download it in a legal. It's not legal, but because I'm like, I already have the game. Like, I already paid for
I
it.
have the game 3 times. I feel like I have the right to have it at this point.
Yeah, or
I'm not gonna
to
sell
other
it.
games, but yeah, or for some other fucking reason, like my the me owning 3 copies of Doom
Yeah,
2016.
totally reasonable.
Yeah, yeah.
3 different consoles.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Jeez, right? It was. Well, it was 3. Now you don't have the PS4, but 3 consoles,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, dude.
One is
I wanted
enough.
to experience it, and
I mean, Doom, what do you
When it's-
think? Oh, sorry. But
I was gonna say when it's the Switch version, it's not enough.
yeah, but you want to play Doom when you're pooping, so
Yeah,
you
exactly.
have to you had to do it.
Yeah, he just bought it for that 2 minutes. And that's
Yeah,
it. Because he's
there's a
gotta do the
moment in
rest.
my life in which I'm not playing Doom, and that is when I'm pooping, and I have to get those hours in, man. I had
No, I honestly like senior year of high school. I brought my Switch, and like we had I don't know about your high school, both of you, but mine had like a 40-minute lunch break.
Only
or-
14
yeah.
minutes?
No, 40.
Oh, I think you said 14. I'm like, that's oddly specific.
No. And yeah, like at one point I was so antisocial, I just played my Switch. And during break time, I would just like finish a level of Doom, or like play Mario Odyssey.
my God.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
let's get into subscriptions versus ownership, because we said
Oh boy.
that we agree that having the game physically just gives you more control of your gaming experience. But
Mhm.
what about something like Stadia, which holy shit, there's a lot of ads for it.
Stadia.
Oh, I
Stadia.
hate.
That Stadia flopped.
I mean, their
I mean,
commercials are still going out, so
yeah.
they're trying. But like even just like Xbox, PS4, even Ubisoft, all these companies doing subscription services rather than telling people, "Yo, buy our game." No, buy a subscription service for all our games for $60 a year, or so, maybe $200 depending
But
on
then
who it is, and then you stop paying.
the fucky-wucky.
Yeah, and then you stop
The
paying for it.
fucky-wucky is you have to pay the game for the games too.
Yeah, in Stadia you need to pay for the subscription and also pay for the game. And then if you're out of Stadia, you can't play it because you don't have a computer that can play the game you just bought. That's insane.
Yeah. Like I was genuinely interested, but then when I realized you have to pay $60 for a game that you don't own and you don't have access to at any time, kind of fucked up.
Yeah. Oh, yo, you want? Hey, pay for our subscription service. You're like, yeah, I want to play Assassin's Creed when I'm pooping. And they're like, yo, no, you have to also buy. You have to buy Assassin's Creed. You're like, so what? So did I buy a console? Well, not really, because if you stop paying us, you can't use it. But you still get to keep the right to your Assassin's Creed, but you can't use it on anything but Stadia. And I'm like, what the fuck do you mean, man?
It's fucked up because like I try to think about it because like you look at Project X Cloud, Microsoft's Xbox like streaming thing, and you literally just need to pay a monthly fee. I forgot how much, but and you just have access to all of the games. Like that's their idea, but the fee you're paying for Stadia, you're essentially like instead of paying $300 for a console or 400, you're paying X amount of money a month
Yeah.
forever to have access to your $60 game.
Yeah, and even I try to defend it saying like, oh well, if you don't play that many video games, you don't really need it. And it's like, yeah, if you're gonna play Assassin's Creed for like 12 minutes, yeah, probably get it on Stadia. But if you're gonna play Assassin's Creed through, which is a multi-100-hour game, you're gonna need time. There's time in which you're not playing with Stadia, that you're still paying for it, and that is ludicrous because you're basically paying for the time to allow you to use that, even when you're not using it. It's like, can I be like a toll booth? I just put a couple quarters in there, make it an arcade. Why not? But don't make people buy the games in addition to your service. You're like the lesser console.
Yeah, that relies on the internet.
Yeah. And it's like, oh, even if you have an awful computer, if you have a good internet connection, which is like a gigabyte, because there's going to be a massive amount of lag if you don't have great internet.
Stadia.
Yeah.
But how do you feel about just subscription services that give you games while you're in the subscriptions, like Xbox Gold and PSN?
I'm all for this because, like, sure you don't own the games, but if you're gonna pay for those, like, regardless, because you want to just play online games, you want to play, I don't know, fucking FIFA Online, so you have to pay $60 a year, and it's like, oh, by the way, have a free game or play this game because why not? I'm 100% fine with PS Plus and like Xbox Live free games. If they do that in Xbox?
What about the fact that like on PC for Battlefield, you need an Xbox Gold subscription service to play online, and on PC you don't. So they're forcing you to kind of pay for the service to play Battlefield 1, which is a primarily multiplayer game. So
now you're getting into another topic.
No, we're getting into
consoles.
Xbox and PS4's shitty networking practices. If
you're going to talk about shitty, we need to include Nintendo.
Oh yeah. So I mean, Nintendo's like $20 a month, a year.
A month would be awful.
Like Xbox is $60 if you pay for the year, or like $10 a month if you buy it for a single month at a time. And it's just like, not only do I need to pay extra to play online when you really shouldn't, because I bought the game to play online. I don't need an additional service. I don't need free games. If you can make Xbox Gold a quarter of the price and get rid of the games, I am totally up for that. I will be totally fine paying $5 a year.
That needs to be an option.
Yeah, $5 a year
to be an option,
to just play online. Fantastic. I
really doubt they're gonna make it fine.
Yeah, no, I have never, ever played one of the games that Xbox Live gives you. Never, because they're shitty, they're poorly optimized, they're boring, because they're just giving it to you for the sake of saying, well, I know that we'll charge you $60 a year to play online, but hey, you get some games. You get 4 games a month, and you're like, yeah, but a game that you don't play or use or see, it's still a poor value because it means nothing. It's just wasting time.
The only 2 games that pops up in my head for like PSN or PS Plus is Bloodborne that I've never touched, and me giving PlayStation All Stars on the PlayStation Vita a shot.
Yeah,
that was PS Plus.
But I'm a pretty busy guy. I don't have time to do much.
So he's bragging about his life.
No. So when I want to play, so if I get Bloodborne on a subscription service, I'm like, cool. I was paying for PSN. I completely forgot about it. They're just mining my credit card at this point, but I forgot about it, and I now have Bloodborne. And you come back in like a month's time, and the game is not there anymore because of too late. You're not subscribed. Another $60, and at that point you could have just bought Bloodborne and played it when you wanted.
Yeah,
Just like
that's fair. There have been times where I'm like, okay, I don't have PS Plus at the moment, but if I buy the cheapest version, the 1 month, it would be cheaper for me to claim my game through that, finish it in 1 month, than buy the game for full price.
yeah, I mean that's still a
Yeah.
commitment of a serious amount of time. So it's like, yeah, if you see a game that's on PS Plus or whatever, it's like the subscription is $10 for the month. It's a great value because it's like you know that you're gonna finish it in that month and you're never gonna want to play it again. Cool. But the game I got for Xbox was Hollow Knight, and I didn't even get to finish Hollow Knight before my subscription service was over because I didn't know what to do. And I was like, it was going to charge me $10, and additional to the $10 that I already paid. And Hollow Knight is $15, and Hollow Knight was the only
Yeah, I
game I
was gonna
got from that. And it's just like, now this is the loss because I can't play anymore. The value is gone. I'm gonna pay double for Hollow Knight. So
Yeah.
it was like this is shitty. This is a shitty thing to do. Fuck, darn,
No, but then-
darn you, Xbox.
You have Xbox and PSN where they throw like hidden gems here and there, like the random Bloodborns, even though it's like 4 years later, but you still get those games.
Yeah, still Bloodborne.
With Nintendo, you just get old games. They're fucking like I get it. These are great NES and SNES games.
Nostalgia games.
Yeah, but like,
Actually, some of them
and
weren't
I
even
know
that good.
it's $20.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, and I'm like, honestly, I would much rather have one. If we pay more than $20, Nintendo will have a better online, or they don't have the excuse of you're only paying $20, so we can't do much with the online.
I mean, that's
So
I think that's kind of bullshit because all the games that they have on that store were on the Wii Shop that they closed. They just ported them to the Switch, which is probably not that hard considering that the Switch is a lot stronger than the Wii. It's like, yeah, well, you can have online, and we'll also give you these games that we have nothing to do with anymore. But here, have Zelda, the first one, not Breath of the Wild. That you pay extra for that.
yeah,
But it's just like, no. How do you feel about the? I mean, I'm thinking about sinking time into it. Just like you pay for the subscription service, and then something happens and you can't pay for it again, and you really have 100 hours on this game that you haven't finished, and being on the subscription service more is just not even economically sensible because buying the game will be cheaper at this point, but you can't buy the game because it doesn't have your save file, so you need to start over.
Mm-hmm.
it depends for me. Like, if I'm only gonna play that one game, then yes, it doesn't make sense. Especially if it's like an indie game like Hollow Knight, where like usually the games are cheaper. But if I'm gonna play, if I'm gonna play another game, like play two games during the same time period, like whenever I feel like it, I'll play this game that I play online a lot, like Battlefield 1. And, when I feel like it, I'm going to play Hollow Knight. So I'm just going to keep my subscription every year because, well, this is my favorite shooter or online game, and I'm going to keep playing it online. And, I'll take advantage of the service for the free games, and I'm going to play them here and there. Like, that's how I see it.
Just like you will get something in return at some point, even if it takes a while.
Yeah, exactly. Because regardless, I'm still like, even if I didn't, unfortunately, this is the situation. Even if I didn't get any free games, I'm keeping my subscription because of the online games that I play.
Yeah, but it's kind of shitty
Yeah.
that it's very tagged on the extra games because no one is like, well, I'm gonna roll the dice for 12 months to get one good game out of this subscription, and then I can't use it. But it's just like I'm gonna roll the dice. No, they're like, I want to play online, and I don't have a PC, so this is what my life is now.
Speaking of PC, and then you have fucking Epic Games just giving away games for free,
Epic
full
Games.
ownership.
Where games
Oh,
are
they do?
epic.
Oh, you mean like their Fortnite then, sort of?
No,
Like
like
other
they're
games.
actually
No,
giving
no,
away
no,
games
no.
for free. Dude, they
What?
didn't
Yeah, like-
just make Fortnite, you know.
What?
No, so like in the Epic Store, I think 3 months ago, 4 months ago, GTA 5 was free.
Yeah,
just 'cause
I
why
claimed
not?
it.
Yeah. So like even if you can't run it, a lot of people are just gonna claim it. And Civ was free, so I got that.
Holy shit!
I'm just like even games that I will never play, I'll just claim it because it's free, and I have full ownership.
Dude,
So,
Far
like,
Cry
why
5
not?
is $9 on the Epic Store. What?
What's
wow.
$9?
Far Cry 5,
Far Cry
Oh.
5.
Rainbow Six Siege is $8. What the fuck? Wait, I didn't know this.
You have the Escapists 2 was free, Stranger Things was free, Borderlands 2 was free, Ark free, Killing Floor 2 free. Like they just throw free games because why not? And I have like 13 free games.
Yeah.
That I know I'm not gonna play a single one of them, but hey, in the event that I will, I have 13 free games. So why not?
My God.
So and the way I see it is like similar to the PS Plus thing, but
I mean, it's
instead of
free.
$60, it's free. Exactly, it's free. You don't need to pay any subscription. You're legit getting games for free.
That's. I mean, I'm never gonna say, yo, give me games for free. I'm just like, if your service could be less money, if you took away licensing games that no one wants, I would prefer if you do that. I get rid of the subscription. No one cares about games that you can't use when you stop the subscription service. When you're like, I'm busy, so I can't. I'm not gonna use online. I want to play the single player game that Xbox Gold gave me. And you're like, oh wait, I can't do that because I need Xbox Gold.
I don't know if like one of you guys had a PS3, but online back then was free. Like,
Yeah.
you didn't need a subscription, and PS Plus was still a thing. You know, you subscribe, and back then it didn't held back your online games. It just gave you like free games here and there, and like the sales were cheaper with PS Plus. So like it still kind of made sense, but like honestly, I didn't know a single person who had PS Plus back in PS3 days.
Yeah.
Not a
that's-
single person.
I think Xbox was the one. Don't quote me on it, but I think Microsoft
Yeah.
was like, "Yo, we can just charge for online," and like, "Oh yeah, we can do that." And then PS4 were like, "Holy shit, they're charging for online! Like, we can do that." And she's like, "Yeah, let's do that." And they all agree. Hey, if we just make it the same price, no one loses. And she's like, "Oh, you're right. That's $60 a year. Yeah, $60 a year sounds good." And she's like, "No, no."
But the only plus that we got from PlayStation is now the servers are way better because people are paying for it. So
Yeah.
like they're investing back into the servers. But then you have fucking Nintendo where sure it's 1/3 the price, but it's just they're getting the money.
Yeah,
They're
well,
not changing anything about the servers.
Yeah, but I also think like it's not saying that it's 1/3 the price. Yeah, but it's also games for all the other consoles are way more intensive in graphics and information than any Nintendo game. Like
And yeah, AAA
the
titles.
bandwidth, it's just scale. Like no one, you think Splatoon needs you to have a GTX fucking 1080? No, it's like you can probably play that on a toaster, but it's just like
No, but it's
it
about
wouldn't be
online.
hard to have a decent network for literally everything.
That's fair. Like, Mario
yeah.
Kart Online is actually fantastic, but a lot of my claims for shitty internet from Nintendo is
Smash.
from Super Smash. Yeah,
Yeah, but even
that's
that,
actually horrid.
I don't think it should even. I mean, Smash is a very stylistic game, which is just a very good way to say that it does a lot of things with minimal graphics. Like, it looks great, but it doesn't look like super realistic, and that's where a lot of information comes from. So it's just like you can.
Mhm.
That's not too much information to go to a network and back. It's not an excuse, especially when the Nintendo knows how good the Smash community is. It's like,
Yeah, like
what are you
they'll
doing?
still play it. I still play it online, regardless of how bad it is.
yeah. What about you? Do you have any experience with gaming online versus owning them? Your shitty fucking sub stories.
I don't really play online that much because like I only play like Nintendo, and like most of the time it's not that good, so I don't really have that much of an experience. But when I do, it's either hit or miss. It's hit or miss.
God damn it, Diego.
But no, it's like with Wally. You know, sometimes it's bad, sometimes it's good. It just ultimately depends on the game.
Yeah, but what's your overall experience with having a subscription service rather than just straight up buying a game?
Oh, well, if the games that are offered on it appeal to me, then I'll probably go for the subscription. But if they really don't, then I'll probably just get the game myself.
Yeah, but I still don't like the practice of, hey, kid, hey boy, you want to play online? Here's $6, and I'll throw in these cool-looking games that you won't play because they're not that cool. But hey, online, and it's just like that one blue moon in which you actually want to play the game. Which most of the games on Gold are single-player games. So like, if you feel like I don't really want to play online, I want to play with the games that I get for free, and then you boot in because your subscription had expired, and then you boot up the game and it says you got this game through Gold. You are no longer allowed to play this game until you reinstate your Gold subscription. I'm like, cool. So I now need to play. Now I need to buy an online service to play a single player game.
Or you can just buy the game.
Or I could just buy the game. But at this point, I have spent like $300 on Xbox Live. So literally, that means that if I play a single game from Xbox Live, that game is $300. It's just like,
Well,
holy,
Roman.
just like what the
yeah.
fuck, dude? Holy shit!
Oh, bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah. But like, regardless of, well, when you think about it, when you add up, like, I did add up paying PS Plus for 7 years, plus the costs for the actual like PS4, which was like $400.
Mm-hmm.
It roughly comes down to the price of a gaming laptop, which is like around $1,000.
Yeah.
So like, and yeah, you're getting better graphics with a laptop, but hey, it's not a fixed cost.
Mm-hmm.
It's, you choose if you want to play online games or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even with that, saying that, yeah, if you play online with a computer, most multiplayer games will be free. Not free. They're like being able to play online will be free. Like you can play Battlefield for free online with Origins.
Yes.
So at some point, the scale would tip eventually, especially because there's a lot more indie games on computer that you can just buy outright. And sometimes they're better than AAA games because they do one thing and they do it right. Like you buy your $1,000 computer, and then you buy games are $20 and lower. I don't even think I bought a game that's more than $20 on Steam because indie games are
Steam,
kind of
yeah.
cool. and like you get the community that's you mod the shit out of them because when you buy the game, you own the game, and they're like, if you don't sell it, that's cool. If you want to fuck the shit out of the code, that's cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
awesome. Like at some point, the computer is gonna beat out your console, especially if you're thinking about, well, I need to get the PS4 and the PS3 and the Xbox One because the PS4 has exclusives, but my friends are on Xbox One or either or. And then you need to buy the subscription services to play online, and you for both of them. Let's say you're balling that hard. That's not saving money at this point. That's just getting a
That's
PC.
just you
Getting a
having
PC
enough money.
Yeah, getting a PC would have actually been cheaper, and buying the games there would have been cheaper than just loading out cash at subscription services that you kinda need, but kinda really don't because they're kinda halfway useless.
Yeah.
Only kinda.
Which is, I think it's odd that the cheapest console at the moment, the Switch, has the most expensive games.
true.
I mean, that's mostly because there's an idea that consoles can be sold at a loss and make the money back on games, which totally fair, absolutely.
Yeah.
But the Switch games, they're very polished. Sometimes they're very polished and they're very good, but
Sometimes.
they're not worth $60.
Yeah, like, let's look at the other consoles exclusives. Well, Xbox doesn't have any,
Yeah,
except for Halo and Forza. But you have, like, God of War, you have Persona 5 for PlayStation, and those games, you can, like, I wouldn't say frequently, but, like, you can find these games for $15.
yeah,
Like,
easily.
if you wait a bit. Yeah, exactly. Or like 20, like 1/3 the price. But then Nintendo, I've never seen Mario Odyssey go down $6.
I have
the
never.
only time
3 years
you
that
can
it's
actually
been
find
out.
these games like a lower price is when you go to Walmart or Target, and they have the physical games for $50 each. And this is Fire Emblem Three Houses and Pokemon Shield.
Yeah,
Both,
a
like,
$10
relatively
$10
new
discount.
games. Yeah, like for physical games at least.
Yeah, but
So-
that's more.
Oh,
That's just Walmart being Walmart. That's
Yeah,
not
exactly.
That's not a real sale.
But it technically is though, because I
have-
got it for cheaper.
I have never seen like an approved sale
No,
of
yeah.
any Nintendo game.
That's why I said
you can
like
go-
technically
No,
the one
so-
I saw was there,
yeah.
but it wasn't official.
I think a year ago, there was a huge Nintendo summer sale, and Breath of the Wild went from $60 to $45.
Oh my god, what a steamy deal.
That's good. Like, that's a good deal, but let's take into perspective another AAA title. It's not an exclusive, but so this is like 2 years after Breath of the Wild came out.
The sale?
Doom Eternal, yeah, the sale of Breath of the Wild. Now let's take a look at Doom Eternal. A month after it came out, it went on sale from $60 to $45.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know, like, Nintendo,
Nintendo,
I
get your
found a
shit
YouTube
together.
video. It's like, I found a video. It's like an analysis video. Like, why wouldn't Nintendo put their games on sale? And it's like because they don't need to.
Yeah.
They can they know you're gonna buy the game regardless of the price.
Yeah. Also, it's just like it's a lot of Nintendo games are exclusive, and you're not gonna find it
Yeah,
anywhere else. So you either gotta suck up or shut up. So Nintendo, you cruel ass bitch that makes great games sometimes, but
I hate
you keep
the
saying
Nintendo
sometimes.
tax.
I mean, there's nothing is a rule.
I mean, obviously not. I mean, Xbox used to be the grace of everyone. Was like, no, let's play Xbox after school. Now everyone's like, yo, man, that's not play Xbox.
Yeah, especially now they're shifting everything to, funny enough, a PC subscription service.
Bruh.
Yeah, Xbox Game Pass, I think.
Yeah,
I was thinking of getting that. Yeah, is it
yeah,
worth?
same. I think it's like $15 a month with no a deal for subscribing for the year. Which is like
Yeah,
$15 a month is kind of steep. Let me see.
it's kind of a lot, but it depends on. It honestly depends on like what kind of games are playable. If it's just like $60 AAA titles, and you play them for $15 a month, then that's
So
fair.
so it's $1 for the first month and then a limited time price. That's not helpful. This is you. So it says $1 for the first month, then a limited time price of $4.99 a month after that. But there's an asterisk there saying that it will be subscription will continue automatically, but it's a limited time price of $4.99. What's the real price?
I think it's $4.99.
Like indefinitely?
I guess so.
Then a limited time price. So that it's in beta, so they're gonna change the price. But like for now it's
I see.
$4.99. So yeah, that's
Huh.
that's a good deal because you get wow, these motherfuckers are advertising Fallout 76. Fucking- what
All
a fucking
games.
Hell yeah.
what a fucking awful thing to put. But it's just like they have a few indie games and let me see. I want to see what they have in this shit. As an Xbox Game Pass member, you get up to 20% off on Xbox game purchases existing on the Xbox Live catalog. So you can also buy games in addition.
That's
So-
Xbox Live. We're talking about Game Pass.
Yeah, for Game Pass. If you get the Game Pass,
Oh,
you get discounts when buying games that are
Okay.
not in Game Pass, I guess.
huh.
But it's just like I'm looking at these.
Bless you, Diego.
I'm looking at these games and like they have Enter the Gungeon, Dishonor, fucking Gears of War, a few indie games. Yeah. The whole night. But they have Indivisible. But at some point, at some point time is gonna take you over. You're not gonna have enough time to make this be worth a good deal. Like if you play non-stop games with your subscription servers, hell yeah, because you're paying for time. But it's just like at some point you're not gonna be able to play the game, but you still need to be subscribed because you're gonna lose the game if you don't.
Yeah.
Like that's not cool. What if I need to take poo and my game subscription expires? And I don't have it on my Switch. Like, come on, man. What am I gonna do?
How long do you poop for?
I pooped for a month straight.
My God.
Fuck yeah.
That's just
No Man's Sky.
nasty.
No Man's Sky isn't there? I mean, they have a good amount of good games. But
Or
playing all of them?
you get a $400 PC that can play games at 60 FPS at 720p, and you just get the free games from Epic Games.
Epic Games.
Th-
Well,
that's a
games
good
are
one.
epic.
Oh,
Oh.
damn it, Diego.
I mean, yeah. There's good games in here, but it's just like
Gotta find them.
they're time sinkers that you're not gonna get done in the month. Like no way. They have fucking Enter the Spire in here. There's no Slay the Spire. You're not gonna finish that quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then they have Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves is insane to me. It's on Steam, it's on Xbox, and it's on like all their services at this point. It's just like, hey, can you buy this game, please? Just yo, please. And it's like it's not a bad game.
No, not at all. I've never played it though. I've never heard of it. Wait, Sea of
What?
Thieves? Oh, I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I've
a pretty
seen it.
cool game.
I've never played it though. It looks epic. I used to.
Diego,
think.
you're
Funny
The
enough,
worst.
it's on Epic.
Huh?
you're literally the worst.
I am.
So yeah. So, in terms of subscriptions, I guess that's not super bad, even though they haven't nailed down the price. But I really wish that if you're on a subscription and you download the game, like at least you earn some credit for being in the subscription. Like, I'm subscribed to Xbox Gold, and I've been subscribed for 3 years. You have the right to keep at least one game that you downloaded for Xbox Gold because you spent money on this shit.
Tetris, yeah.
Give me
what?
ownership. Give me ownership of something.
Yeah, I said Tetris
Yeah.
on accident because I was thinking of Tetris 99. It was an online game.
I mean, it's a free, with quotes, it's a free game, but the only way you can access it is through paying for Nintendo Online.
yeah.
Yeah. It's like paying to play Fortnite.
Fortnite.
You actually don't.
and
You don't need to
Podcast
for
Brown.
Fortnite. You don't need to pay for the
Online?
whatever console
You didn't
like
pay for online to play
subscription.
Fortnite?
Yeah,
No,
What?
no,
I didn't know that.
yeah.
you can pay for
Well,
like
I've
the
never
Game
played
Pass.
Fortnite.
Not gonna play it this much though, but still, that's pretty cool. Good
What do you
job,
mean Game
Epic.
Pass?
If you can pay Epic for a Game Pass that gives you like rewards the more you pay, the more you play Fortnite.
You can?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
When?
See, like a season pass thing.
yeah. The
Oh, you
season
mean
pass.
the battle pass?
Yeah, the battle pass.
Oops, I
And
just
that's-
revealed that I'm a kid.
A
A
Fortnite.
Fortnite gamer.
I'm sorry, I do
Dude,
not.
fuck yeah.
I don't play Fortnite like as much as those tryhards play it.
But you still do.
I mean, I did at one point. Yeah.
I mean,
You still do.
It genuinely looks like a good game, but I don't know. I'm not interested in battle royales.
I'm not
No,
even.
like,
I'm not
that's the
even
only
good at
thing.
first-person shooters, man.
Oh, I'm
So
sure it's a good
third
game.
person.
I just don't want fucking to play games with little kids or
Yeah.
little shits.
What's wrong with that?
I hate little
It's
kids.
Little pe-
toxic.
Little people can play games.
Yeah, I know Diego can play games, so that's not what I mean.
Aren't you just like 2 years older than him?
No, you said little people.
But
Yeah, he's
Oh.
referring to my height.
Diego isn't that short.
I'm
It's like
5'7".
5'6". You're
5'7".
5'7". Oh, I'm sorry, I missed an inch.
Inches matter.
That's
Sure.
what they
That's
said.
what she
anyway.
Should make a rule that if you if you do if okay, new rule. If you do a that's what she said joke and no one laughs, the podcast ends at that moment. Just like the episode
overruled.
cuts.
Overruled.
The
Sorry,
episode cuts
doesn't,
that
it doesn't
second.
exist. Sorry, I overruled it.
I think I made the haha.
He did make
Yeah.
the haha.
Yeah, but it's like if there's no laughs, the end of the episode. There's not even an outro. That's just the end of the episode.
Okay.
Just that's what she said, and then the video ends. Anyway,
No, that's gonna be like a 5-second. Like, is there any laughs? Any laughs? Going once? No. End of
And
episode.
no, you don't even say. You just go like, "Oh, did anyone laugh?" Oh, bye.
Yeah.
well, is there any other platforms? I mean, we talked about the big ones.
Yeah, but it's just.
Any ownership of games?
I mean, there's. We can go talk about how some games at this point are selling themselves solely as subscription services, like Battlefield 5. The way that it marketed itself is like, yeah, you pay $60, and as a service, we'll update the game as it goes on, and because of that, it came out broken as shit, and no one liked it. So it's you need to question whether is this the right thing, because now you bought a broken game in hopes of being a good game, but then the service sucks, and you're like, I want my money back, and they're like, well, you can't. Actually, you can pay more, and we'll make it better. Just keep pounding money in there. You know, it'll be fine.
Yeah, just keep pounding.
Yeah. So like,
That's what she
how do you
said.
feel about games selling themselves as services now?
Um, that's the first that I like. That's the first that I
Yeah.
heard of like Battlefield doing that. Like,
Battlefield
oh,
5.
it's selling. It's like a AAA title selling for full price, but it's basically still in beta mode.
Yeah. It's
That's
like
not good.
it's like we're gonna hey, you're paying for the service that we will provide over the single year that this game's gonna be alive, if even that. And then they just dropped Battlefield 5 a few days ago, and they're like, yeah, no more updates. The game's dead. Goodbye. Servers are over.
Yeah.
Also, goodbye.
I call that horseshit because there are a lot of like early access games on Steam, and
They're better than Battlefield 5.
they're like from what you're saying, they seem more complete than broken. They don't seem broken at all, even though it's like early access.
Yeah, but they basically sold Battlefield 5 saying, yeah, it'll be fixed at some point. Just stick around. And then people are like, this game is broken as shit, and they play 20 hours of it, and like, okay, no, and they paid for the privilege to do this. They're like, no, game's over. That also reminds me of Fallout 76. Just like, yeah, it'll be a service that we will provide, and it'll be totally cool if you stick around.
Yeah. And then you have like, I think if you're gonna make,
A game.
I don't know, like, I feel weird about like exclusively online games. Like,
Yeah, because eventually,
I-
when the game dies, the game is dead forever. No one can play it anymore.
yeah, but like, you still need a subscription to play those exclusive, like those online games. Like, it's not like Call of Duty where it has a campaign. There are like, I'm talking about like the Overwatch.
Yeah, but
of
even that,
games.
like in a Call, you don't buy a Call of Duty to just play the campaign. You buy it for the multiplayer.
Yeah, like majority of the time, I never touched a single campaign for COD, but like I know people who do that, or like, sure, I never played the campaign, but I still like played zombies by myself, or you know,
Yeah, like we
yeah,
were
like there is a single player kind of way to play the game, but Overwatch there isn't. There except for training mode. You're gonna play the game
my
online.
favorite campaign, training mode.
Yeah, so on top of the money you spent on the game, you're gonna have to experience this $40, $50, $60 game that you just bought. You still need the subscription.
Which
You
is
know,
dumb. Because
Yeah.
it's like you're paying for your game in parts. Basically,
That's
you
what
have
DLC is.
yeah. Even fuck, don't bring. We already talked about that, but it's just like actually we can talk about DLC in the more general version later. But I don't like buying a puzzle. I like buying the game. Give me
Yeah.
a finished game. Because no one goes out to a restaurant and says, "Yo, can you give me a pizza?" And they're like, "Cool." And they bring you a single slice of pizza, and you're like, "Here's your pizza." I'm like, "What the fuck, man? I order a deep dish single pie personal pizza," and they're like, "I'm sorry, man. It'll come eventually, but you can pay another $60 to get some cheese on that pizza." So like,
Instead of
no.
them making the full pie,
Yeah,
they just give you slice by slice every 10 minutes.
yeah.
No, every 10 minutes they just give you a
But
pizza pie.
but
Like
even that, they just like they bring you a slice of pizza out, and then they put tape over your mouth and say you need to pay $5 more to eat this pizza
to remove
online.
the tape.
Did you say tape over their mouth?
Yeah, they put tape over your mouth and say, hey, you can't eat this pizza until you pay $5 to play online. I mean, eat this pizza online.
The
I don't know
future
what's
of
going
future
on.
of restaurants, you can only eat online.
Yeah, it's just
Well,
like, what's the point, man? Give me my game.
The point. Wait, was this a Papa's Pizzeria simulator? Now you can.
No,
Damn.
it's just
nope,
just in
nope,
general.
we're not getting it. We're going way off topic.
No, it's just like you think of Dark Souls, and it's that a mechanic in the game is that people can invade your world.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't have Xbox Gold or PS4, whatever, that's not something you're gonna get. You're not gonna get the multiplayer aspect of it, even though it is
But like,
mostly
it
a single
doesn't
player game.
heavily change.
Yeah,
It doesn't heavily
it
change
doesn't
the
heavily
experience.
change, but it does hamper the fun of it because there's nothing more fun than playing Dark Souls with your friends. Just like being
Fair.
completely overpowered because you have 3 people by your side is like the most
I
fun
can think
thing
of
to do
something
in
more
Dark
fun
Souls.
than Dark Souls.
No,
Not playing Dark Souls because it's stressful as hell.
it's not stressful. It's goddamn easy as shit, dude. Especially when there's
Once you
4
get
people.
the hang of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
once you get past the 400 hours of the first level.
It's not 400 hours. What? Oh, you know what?
No,
When the world ends, you and me are going to play Dark Souls.
I don't know how to play Dunk Souls.
Then I'll teach you how to
I
play
have the
Dark Souls.
game.
Yeah.
I couldn't beat the first boss, but
See?
hell
What?
yeah.
Wait, Dark Souls 1 or 3?
3.
You couldn't beat Winnedir? No, that's not it. The guy you pulled the sword out of?
Yeah.
What?
It's a.
Told you.
I'm not a good. Look, I've never claimed I'm a good gamer, or like I'm good at video games.
Says
I
the
know
guy
how to
that
enjoy
beats
video
people in
games.
Smash Ultimate like it's just making a peanut butter jelly sandwich.
Wally, you can parry
But then
him.
you have. Look. It's my first Souls experience. Give me a break.
I can also think of something better than Dark Souls again.
What?
Fire Emblem Three Houses.
I was gonna wait for the pause and then Wally said Fire Emblem 3 Houses. I heard it under your breath. No.
I gotta say,
I
Dale,
can think
this
of
has been
something. I can
this has
think
been
of
one of
something.
your least talked in podcasts. Like what?
You're right. But I can think of something.
What?
You know what?
I mean,
Sex! Now that I have your attention,
no.
You had our
That's-
attention.
oh hey,
You-
wait, just quickly off topic a bit more. Waleed.
What?
You know the song Radioactive?
Don't.
Yeah.
No.
Who
Don't.
sings it? I can't-
Don't fall for
Imagine
this.
Dragons.
Alright, now what do I do?
I don't. We're going very off topic. Anyway, thank you guys for listening to this
No, we
episode.
don't
I don't think we can add any more into the topic of owning games because we've been talking about fucking Dark Souls for the past 10 minutes.
No, it has not been 10 minutes. It's been like 4. Like, be real, man.
Okay, fine. 5 minutes talking
Oh,
about
you know
start
what?
talking about just Dark Souls.
That's the next podcast. Difficulty in games
Hey,
and how they relate. Boom. Join us next
Difficult-
time when we talk about difficulties in games.
No, I want to be more specific. Well, we always go like in the general way, even if we make it specific, so that doesn't matter. I want to talk about the difference between games who give you like a choice of difficulties and games that don't. It's just one set difficulty.
Wait, do you
So
mean
that's-
like
yeah,
so you mean
like Dark Souls versus Doom?
Yeah, but it's like, can you
Alright.
change the Doom difficulty like mid stage?
Yes.
All right. Because I was
Yeah.
gonna say because there's a Dark Souls 1 set difficulty. Then there's like select your difficulty at the beginning, and then there's like
Oh yeah,
Bethesda
we can also
games.
like mix that.
Yeah, Bethesda games in which you can
Yeah.
change difficulty at any time.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us on this episode of Game
The Cast of
Ownership
I
and
think
then
this is
random
our
bullshit.
shortest episode.
I mean, we're
Yeah.
at an hour.
No, it's less than an hour.
It's
We usually end like at the 1 hour mark.
yeah, but it's an hour. It's 59 minutes, 42, 3, 4,
It's
5.
56 minutes for me.
57 for
57
me.
minutes.
Oh, you
Yeah.
assholes! Not recording long enough. All right, Diego, give us an outro then.
Okay. Oh, look, my laptop is at 69%. Nice. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for listening in on this other episode of Lacasta Pods. We hope you enjoyed. Next time, as we said already, it will most likely be difficulty in video games, and if it's not, then it'll be a future episode. But anything you guys want to end off with?
subscriptions can be bullshit.
Okay, Luis.
Yeah, give me free internet.
Alright, and what I have to say is, I don't know. So that's the end of the episode. Thank you so much for watching again, and we hope to have you in one more time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yay.